Hey, yo, it's your boy Benzino, man. Shout out to my guy OG Product, the top Crocodile. Let's go.
Man, Sauce Walker, man,
TSF business, y'all know how
Texas,
it is.
you know what I'm saying?
Texas to New York.
Yeah, you show mad love to New York.
Shout out to Product TV, man. Y'all know what it is. Ooh, TSF business.
Got some of these haters who actually follow me. Let's press play because this guy is very disrespectful. I never called this man out his name. I mean, I probably say he's a pendejo, but I never called him a girl. I never said I was gonna put my hands on him. But listen to this pendejo.
Came across.
Can I hear him? He came across.
Social media.
He came across social media, but you follow me. Let me turn off the AC so you can hear this.
The Bronx go-go girl. The Bronx go-go girl. Everything is opposite what he says. He's the one in the meta world, just strip. You know, he's a stripper in the metaverse. He's the number one stripper.
That's why I got my wife beat on. You think I'm a stripper? Look.
You know, I'm just the truth hurts. You know what I'm saying? So I told him about, you know, he's using Pun's logo and he's doing bootleg shirts. So I was like, yo, Doug, stop doing the bootleg thing with my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a Big Pun fan, like you know, you go support the real thing. I told him go to the Big Pun Foundation, which Slides have made, been there for years, and it has material there. They have the Pun shirts gear, you get the Pun gear, the shoes, the sneakers, you get the hats, whatever Pun, you know, you go support my brother that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I got reprimanded by Liza herself before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's real big on that.
Other people using things that they get me involved in it.
Before I made that Big Pun shirt, I actually DM'd his wife and his children about we should come up with a design that is already there. It's $1 million brand. So, you know, maybe we can add on to one of the Bronx heroes, if you ask me, right? Yeah, I know I just got acknowledged for being a Bronx hero. But before people get certificates, Big Pun is a big Bronx hero of mine. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all people something real quick. We got the Big Pun gold plaque. Big Pun presence is heavy here at the Coaches Gallery. This actually came from one of his events years ago. I was in prison when Big Pun was out, so I never got to meet Big Pun. I was already in jail when I was a young kid in prison. We got the Big Pun, his statue that his wife sells. We got the biggest Big Pun statue in the world. We also got his sneakers. But we're gonna go back over here real quick. I got people coming in the store. How you doing, Queen? Nice, so good. I'll be right back with you, Punde.
Boom, 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 boom. You know where it is, man. It's your boy OG Product. Bring another edition. That Garrison News. Know the schlingo trap now. Cut later. If a good mound nigga schmool as we should. Oh man, goddamn. Things makes it go, Talk nice, shmama. Anyway, man, we out here fooling for it. Oh, mine? Pretty sash mine? Blip, bow. Boom, 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 boom. People, trust up. No homo, no freaky. Up. No homo, no sneaky. So, people, what I'm about to show y'all, man, is a video, man, of, you know, Fat Joe, once homeboy, man, to now be in opposition who goes by the name of Cuban Link. Big Pun, you know, homeboy, man, Big Pun affiliate, you know. So Cuban Link, like I said, I rock with Cuban Link. You understand what I'm chatting about? But like I said, Cuban Link and this homie, man, from the Bronx, you know, who goes by the name of the Bronx logo, been going, you know, back and forth on social network, going back and forth online. So Cuban Link is exposing, you know, Papi Chulo, man, and saying that homeboy is selling, you know, knockoff on Big Pun shirts. Homeboy is a bootlegger. So like I told you, the Bronx logo, he have a store in the Bronx, right, where it's called Culture Gallery, where, you know, part of the gallery, he pays homage, you know, to Big Pun. But in Cuban Link eyes, you know, Cuban Link is looking at homeboy as a bootlegger, man, and saying homeboy is selling knockoff, you know, Big Pun clothing. So like I said, they've been going back and forth on social media, and I guess, you know, Cuban Link probably told homeboy that, you know, he's body. He ain't never lost, you know, a one-on-one, man. Homeboy never lost a fist fight, and that's when the Bronx logo, you know, put out this footage right here that you're looking at right here of, you know, Cuban Link getting into an argument with another, you know, homie, man. And as you can see, they're going back and forth, giving chattings. And after a few, you know, Coronas, you see that's on a bar, and maybe a few shots of tequila, you know, it got intense, man. And, you know, this is Cuban Link standing on business, standing on law. But I guess the dude that he's getting into a confrontation with, he looked like, you know, he probably was a boxer, man, because I could tell when somebody could fight from somebody can't fight. And the way he hit, you know, Cuban Link with that right hand, it basically stunned homeboy, man, like a beast. So the homie was gearing up to serve him with a left hook. But like I said, the right already, you know, stunned the homie. So a lot of people was clowning Cuban Link on social media, but Cuban Link was saying, why y'all didn't put out the full footage, show them the full footage, because after, you know, homeboy gave him a good right hand that stunned him like a bee. Strike homeboy like lightning, man. Strike homeboy like a book of magic. Strike homeboy like a rattlesnake. It seems like allegedly, let's use that word wisely, after that impact, man, you know, that felt it like, you know, homeboy ran into a brick wall, ran into a bulldozer, man, a Mack truck. They saying that Cuban Link took off like an airplane, man. Homeboy took off like a New York City bike. So homeboy saying that's Kiap. They Kiapping, you know, whoever giving y'all that info, they is some Kiappers, because after he took that right hand, you know, homeboy was outside waiting for homie, and Papi Chulo ain't never came outside, as homeboy was outside, man, waiting to give Papi Chulo the business, things that makes you go, So as far as, you know, the Bronx logo, it seems like homie is a real stand-up individual like Dave Chappelle, a real stand-up individual like Richard Pryor, a real stand-up individual like Eddie Murphy, because like I said, he's going at it with Cuban Link, and he owns an establishment in the Bronx. So basically, he's in the Bronx like every day. So people are saying, why don't, you know, Cuban Link, man, pop up on him and swerve it out and run that fade? But like I said, what's understood don't have to be explained. On my gangster people, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Go on the top and comment below, subscribe to my new channel. This is boy OG Product, man. Y'all know the Schlingo fool. Y'all know the Schweppes. Never far though, mine. Boom, 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 boom.